Guys, welcome back to another video. As you guys know, we've been discussing how to create an online web application from scratch. So today our task is to program the seller storefront, including pagination and product sorting. So as you guys can see, this is our seller's dashboard. So in that I am in the public store tab. So we have a dashboard tab, public store tab, and a message tab. Right now we are going to program the public store tab. So we discussed the designing of this in the previous video. Make sure you watch that if you have not watched it. So right here you can see the add skill button. So what happens if we click on add skill button? We should be able to add a new skill. So let's click on add skill button. So we are redirected to the product registered PHP file where we can register our new product. So below that we have a sort by option over here. So for this we can sort the existing products of the seller. So we have options such as newest first, price low to high, price high to low, highest rating, and most customers. So let's sort everything and check it out. So newest first, let's try the newest first. So the product X is the newest, and next we have professional video editing. In the second page we have videography for events, music production secrets, and in the third page we have mobile app development and UI UX design mastery. So let's confirm these, whether the product X is the first or the newest. Let's go to our database. Now we can see our products over here. So product X, let's see the created date. So it's created on May 13th. So others are in February. So product X is the first, is the newest product. So let's check out the oldest product. Oldest product is UI UX design mastery. Let's go to our website and go to the last page. So we have the last as UI UX design mastery. Next, let's try out the second sorting method, price low to high. So if I click price low to high, now we have the lowest priced product over here. It increases when you go to the next pages. So there's 10,000, 19,999. Again we have 19,999. Okay, 25,999 and 30,000, 32,000. So that obviously gets sorted out correctly. Let's try the high to low now. So now we should get the highest skill listed. So this is the highest price skill, 32,000, 30,000, 25, 19, 19 and 10. Next we have the highest rating. So let's see which product has the highest rating. So for the mobile app development we have 5 stars, same as that for videography for events, 5 stars. Next UI UX design mastery 4, and music production secrets no ratings, and other two are also no ratings. Doesn't have ratings, so that obviously works. And finally we have the most customers. This won't change anything because all the products have 0 customers for now. And over here if you see, we have a small highlighting mark over here saying that showing 2 of 6 skills. So altogether I have logged in as Sahan Pereira, so he has 6 skills. Let me go to the database. So the seller ID is 3, Sahan. So all 6 skills are his. So out of those 6 skills, 2 skills are being shown here. If we go to the next one, also 2 are joined. So if we change this, it should change. If we had 3 products for a page, it should show 3 products. So let's check out how did we do this using programming. Let me go to our programming area. So I am in seller dashboard.php right now. And if we scroll down below, we have required the seller control.php file. So the seller controller file is used to connect to the database and pretty much do things such as fetching seller related data, processing them, and returning clean information. So let's go back to the seller dashboard.php. So these have been discussed in previous videos. Next we have the pagination and sorting. So over here I have created a variable called $items per page. So if we increase this number, it's 3, and check it out. If I reload, we can display we can display 3 items per page. Next I have another variable called current page. So for this I have check whether is anything set to the we check whether is the value passed from the client side in the key value pair page using get method. If so, then I set to take the value for the current page as the maximum of the page return. So it's converted to integer. So if the page is 0, then we return as 1. So the minimum is 1 over here. If the page number is more than 1, then we take that value as the value to the current page variable. If we did not get anything from the client side to the get method page, then we have to take the value as 1 to the variable current page. Next we create another variable called sort by, and over here we check whether is anything set in the value passed from the client side to the get variable called sort, get method called sort. If so, then take that value as the value to the sort by variable, or else take the value as newest. So if anything is not passed through the get method, then I have to take the value as newest. So here we have done small validation. So we have created a variable called allowed sorts. So this is an array. So in the array we have newest, price low, price high, rating, customers, and next I have an if condition and check whether is sort by or allowed sorts. So over here I have checked whether the value sent by the get method to the sort by variable, is it there in the allowed sorts array? If it is not there, then I have set to assign the value newest to the variable sort by. So that's like making a default if nothing is set. Next I have created another variable called sort query. So I have built the sort query over here. So I have created predefined query, and I have checked whether which value contains in the variable called sort by. So if it is newest, then I have set to use the default. So the default is order by pre-created created at date to the product table in the descending order. So that's the newest this one. So if it's price low, which means price low to high, then I have set to order by p.price in ascending order. If it's price high from high to low, then in descending order. And based on rating means order by the average rating in the descending order. And if it's customer, then I set to order by the count of orders for the IDs in the descending order. So these are part of queries. So let's go down. So we have got the total product count over here using search query. So here I have taken the IDs of the product table and taken the count of it as total. So the number of IDs stored as total, and so the IDs which are relevant to the seller, which we have logged in from the. So based on Sahan, we have taken IDs, product ID number. So next I have taken another variable called total products and check whether we get a result from the above search query, found result, and if so, assign the result to an associative array and hold that array by the variable called $row. So in the row array, I have checked the total. So if that condition is satisfied, then I have set to take the value of the index total in the array $row as the result as the variable to the variable name called total products. If this condition does not satisfy, then I have to take the value as 0. Next I have created another variable called total pages. So over here I have divided the total products by the items per page. So we can take the page total pages from that. So the item per page is 3 and the total products in our case is 6. So 6 divided by 2, we get 6 divided by 3, we get 2 pages. Next I have created another variable called offset, and over here I have taken the current page and minimized 1 from it. So if the current page is 2, I have minimized 1 and I have multiplied the items per page to it. So this offsets the products for one page and sends the remaining products to the page. So over here I have fetched the products with sorting. So I created a variable called $products query, and over here I have given a search query. So here, this is the first part of the query. The second part of the query is above over here, $sort query. So here I have taken the ID, title, description, image URL, price, label, status, and created date from the product table, and the number of IDs from the order table, and the ratings from the feedback table, average rating. Left joined order and the feedback table to the product table. And so the condition here is where the product table seller ID equals to the ID which we have logged in. So over here the Sahan's ID is passed as the seller ID. So we are grouped by the product ID. And so over here what I have said, like curly brackets $sort query means I have said to insert the value of the sort query to this SQL query. So just imagine, for an example, we gave price low, so the order by P price ascending order is set to here. So that way we do not need to write multiple queries for each sorting options. So from one query we can just enter this value from the above sort query variable. So that's more efficient. And next I have given another variable called $product result, and I have taken, so here is the place our product query is completed. So here I have given the product query option over here and passed the values which are all three integer values, which are user ID, items per page, and offset. So for the seller ID we give you the user ID, and after the limit we give the items per page, and for the offset we give the offset value from the offset variable. And next I create another array called storefront products, which is an empty array, and by an if condition I check whether if we get a result from the product result search query and the number of rows returned are more than 0. If so, then I set to enter the while statement over here, while loop. So over here I have assigned the values of the product result search query to an associative array and held the array by the variable $product. And each time the while loop repeats, I have said to enter each item to the storefront products array. So after entering everything to the storefront product array, we go below. So these are the signs, dashboard, skill list. So we should enter the storefront tab. So in the area sorting and filtering, in the select tag over here, I given an onChange attribute and call the JavaScript function update sort each time value changes. So I have passed the present value to the sort function. So let's check it out in a minute. So I have given the ID of the select tag as sort select, and the classes are given here. So in the options we have the value as well: universe, price low, price high, rating, customers, and inside the value, so outside the value, I have opened the PHP script over here and echoed the sort by option. So we get the sort by newest, price low, price high, rating, or customers. So I check whether is the sort by value newest. If not, I have set to I have set to keep it as selected. If not, I have set to take the value for the sort by as an empty string. The same way for the price low and price high, rating, customers, all the same way I have done. So we can keep it as selected. So now let's go to the update sort function. So for that, let's scroll down. So we have the update sort function over here. We pass the sort value, which is the value of the sort by variable, and I created a constant over here called sort by and assigned the value of the sort value passed from that side to to the sort by constant, and then I have set to change the location of the windows. With the sort value sort by constant to page 1, so that way the page reloads without actually reloading the page. Next, let's go back to our place where we left, sorting and filtering, and below that I have another division. So in this is the text we use to show how many products are shown out of the total products. So I have given a text showing, and inside the span I have opened a PHP script and I have echoed the count of the products, count of the value stored in the array storefront products. So of that I have equal to total products, so we can display how many products is shown in each page. So in the storefront tree we have the product grid. I give an if condition and check whether if the count of the storefront products is above 0, then I have set to split this division over here. And below that I have created a for each. So this for each does, what does this for each does? It displays all the products that are relevant to the user we have logged in by. So I have assigned storefront products as product each by each item by item. So for the first item I have taken the image URL. I display if we have a value in the associated array for the image URL location, then I set to display this image tag over here. So for the src attribute I have given the image URL value. Next, for the else, if there isn't a value set for the image URL array area, then I set to display no image. So below that we have the status badge. I have echoed the product status, and for the label badge I have echoed the label, and for the product information, for the h3 tag I have echoed the product title. Next, for the paragraph tag I have echoed the description. Next, for the customer count I have echoed the customer count of the array $product, and for the number of stars I have echoed the average rating. So I have checked whether the average rating is above 0. If it is above 0, I have set to display that rating. If there isn't, if the average rating is 0 or below 0, then I have set to display NA. So no ratings have been given for those products, which is shown as NA. So for the price I have echoed the product price with the 2 decimal places. So in the action area, for the edit button I have set to, for the href attribute of the anchor tag, I have set to go to the product edit.php, where the ID is the ID of the product. And for the activate or deactivate button, for the data product ID attribute I have echoed the product ID, and for the on-click attribute I have called the function toggle product status when we click on this button, and I have passed the product ID. So let's go to our script area. So this is our script area. So we have the function toggle product status, and the parameter passed is taken as product ID, and we have created a constant call button. So in this button I have given document.query selector and taken the data product ID value, and I have created another variable called original text, a constant called original text, and assign the value of the button's text content, and I have disabled the button. So while it's disabled, I have set to show the text on the button saying processing. So if we click the button, let's check it out. Now if I click on deactivate, it will be showing processing, and then we go to the activate button. So likewise, back to our code, and then we have created a form data over here, new form data, and we have appended the product ID as product ID to send to the server side. So this will be discussed in the next video. Make sure to watch it. And we have pagination over here. So I have checked whether the total pages are more than 1. If so, I have set to display the pagination division over here. If the products are 1 or less than 1, we do not need to show pagination. the pages are. So I give another if condition and check whether the current page is more than one. If so, I have set to display the buttons first and previous, and I record the sort by variables value for it. The href attribute. So in the previous page I have record current page minus 1, so it goes one page back. Next I have another PHP script over here and created a variable called start and taken the maximum of the current page minus 2. So if the minimum value should be taken as 1, maximum is the current page minus 2. For the end I have taken the minimum is total pages, current pages plus 2. From these two the minimum should be taken. And again for loop, and I have displayed this anchor tag over here for each side the loop iterate. Next we have the current page, another if condition over here, and I check whether the current page variable value is less than the total pages value. So if so, I have set to display the next and last buttons. So if all these are done, if the storefront products variable value is less than 1, less than 0 or 0, then I have set to go to the else condition. So in the else I have given the division over here and given an icon saying no skills yet, start by creating your first skill, and I created an anchor tag saying create your first skill, which takes us to the product register.php. So that's it. For today we have discussed how products are sorting and how pagination is done and some additional stuff. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video.